Hi, I'm Mary, and this is another magical math moment. This video is designed for Algebra 1 students just learning about systems of equations and two variables. So in this video, we're just going to be looking at solving systems by the substitution method. There's another video on graphing and another one on elimination, so feel free to check those out as well. All right, so we have y is equal to 4x minus 1 and y is equal to 2x minus 5. Let's see. Since y equals this and y equals that, since y equals y, this equals that. And if that's too ridiculous for you, that's totally fine. You can go ahead and take this 4x minus 1 and substitute it in to the y of the second equation. So instead of having a y over here, you now have 4x minus 1, and that is equal to the rest of this stuff over here, 2x minus 5. We want to isolate our x, so I'll subtract 2x from both sides. 4x minus 2x is 2x. Next, I'm going to add 1 on both sides. I'm left with 2x equals negative 4. Remember, negative 5 plus 1 is negative 4. Be careful of those signs. We're going to go ahead and divide by 2. Negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. So I found the x value, but I need the y because remember that the solution of a system is where the lines intersect. So we have a choice. We can use either equation. I'm going to show you both of them just on this first one so you have an idea of how this works. So we have y equals 4 times x minus 1. I'm going to replace the x with negative 2. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Negative 8 and negative 1 is negative 9. Now what if you wanted to use the other equation? You would take 2 times x minus 5, or 2 times negative 2 minus 5. That's going to give you negative 4 minus 5, which simplifies to negative 9. So either way, you're going to end up, put y here, that's bothering me, you're going to get a y value of negative 9. Since it's a point, we write it in xy format like so. Our solution will be negative 2, negative 9. Don't forget the parentheses. Okay, sometimes they're a little goofy looking. So here's one. I have x is negative 4y. 3x plus 2y equals 20. Since x is isolated, I can take negative 4y and put it into the x of the second equation. The second equation says 3 times x, or 3 times the value of x, plus 2 times y equals 20. I'm going to replace this x with negative 4y. After I substitute, I simplify, so I'm going to multiply 3 times negative 4y. That gives me negative 12y plus 2y equals 20. We're going to combine like terms on the left side. Negative 12y plus 2y is negative 10y. After that, we will divide both sides by negative 10. Y equals negative 2. I'm going to go ahead and use the first equation. You could use the second, but why would you do that if you already have x isolated? X is equal to negative 4 times y. I'm going to replace y with the negative 2 from down here. Negative 4 times negative 2 is positive 8. So our solution here is 8, negative 2. If you're unsure about a solution, you can always go ahead and substitute the x and y values that you got back into both equations to make sure they hold true. I'm not going to waste your time with that here, but if you are curious, you can definitely do that. Okay, now we've got y is equal to 3x minus 8, and 5x plus 2y is equal to 5. So I'm going to go ahead and take this 3x plus 8, this entire quantity, and throw it down into the y of the second equation. 5x plus 2 times y equals 5. Since y is 3x plus 8, we're going to replace that with 3x plus 8. We're going to distribute the 2 in. 2 times 3x is 6x. 2 times 8, 16. I've got 5x and 6x. That's going to combine to 11x. Remember that if you're combining like terms on the same side of the equation, the signs don't change. Students often forget that. All right, next we're going to subtract 16 on both sides. 11x is equal to negative 11. We'll divide by 11, and x is negative 1. We're going to go back up here and figure out what y is. Y is 3 times the value of x plus 8. So 3 times x plus 8. We just found out that x is negative 1. So y is negative 3 plus 8. Y equals 5. My solution is negative 1, 5. Okay. Sometimes you don't have a variable isolated. You have to make the choice about what you would like to do. My hope is that when you look at this, you see that you can easily get that x by itself by subtracting 14y on both sides. When you do this, you have to be really careful. Don't combine these terms. This is 84 minus 14 times y. I cannot put those together. So we are then going to take the 84 minus 14y and throw it in here to the x of the second equation. I may need to grab my calculator for this one. This is these numbers are pretty big. 2 times x, or 2 times 84 minus 14y minus 7y equals negative 7. We're going to go ahead and distribute in, and I definitely need to consult the calculator. I think that's 168, but it's late in the day and I'm afraid of making a math error. So that is 168. 2 times negative 14y is going to give me negative 28y. And then I have minus 7y equals negative 7. All right, from there we're going to combine like terms. So I have negative 28 and a negative 7, negative 35y equals negative 7. I'm going to subtract 168 on both sides. Ooh. They're both negative, so keep the sign and combine. That gives me negative 175. I'll divide by negative 35. That's 5. Nice. Negative divided by negative is positive 5. Okay. Up here I isolated x. So now I can go ahead and easily throw in the y value 5. Here we go. X equals 84 minus 14 times 5. Ooh, that's 70. 84 minus 70 is 6. So our final solution will be 6, 5. I hope that this video has been helpful for you. Please, if you enjoyed it, hit that like button for me, share with your friends and classmates, and subscribe so that you can get some more great algebra content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.